Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today I want to talk about what I want to see from Wargaming in 2023. I feel like the game has turned a little bit in the last couple of months, in the last 6 months. Feels like we haven't really been going anywhere. Things have felt a little stagnant. And, well, I want to talk about what I want to see from Wargaming in 2023 to help rejuvenate the game, make it the best it can be, and maybe revitalize it just a little. So originally, I will say this was going to be a top five, like a five things Wargaming can do, because you know how the algorithm loves that. But speaking of which, if you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It always helps to have a little extra love in the algorithm. But originally it was going to be a top five video, and then I realized pretty much all of my points could be summed up with just one phrase: more variety. I think what we're lacking in this game right now is more variety. Whether that be new maps, we haven't gotten any new maps in quite a while. There's four maps: Faroe Islands, Okinawa, Mountain Range, Loop, that are currently high tier maps over on PC, which could be brought over here, or God forbid we could make our own unique map. I know, crazy, but I would love to see some new maps come to this game. I feel like what we have, while they are great maps and they do lend themselves to being played over and over again, I want something to spice up the game a little, even if that goes with like doing something else with the current existing maps we have. If it's being able to detect when we have the tiny games, when you're in the upper tier ships, and letting us play on the lower tier maps with the big ships, that could be fun. Like something like that. Take advantage of what this game does well, which is get you into combat quickly, and make some new maps for it. I want to see either some new maps come to the game or wholly new maps come to the game. They can either be existing ones or ones that are net new for us here. The next thing I want to talk about: new modes. We got what? Capture the base, epicenter, and domination. I feel like we could do with another mode or two. You know, over on PC, they have, is it escort? Basically, you have to, or is it race? You have to escort two dirigibles to two blimps across the map on nearing courses, and if you escort and you're underneath the blimp, it speeds up your blimp, and the first one to get to the end wins. Or if you eliminate the other team, like, that's a fun game mode. I want fun game modes. I want new game modes, especially because like half the time you get capture the base and you just groan because you're like, oh, it's not fun anymore. I want a new experience. I want something a little bit different, and here's hoping we can get a new permanent game mode, not just one that is unique for a limited time event, but a brand net new whole one. That's the other thing I'm kind of wanting. And the last thing that kind of falls under the more variety banner head is new ships. New ships. And this kind of has three little things. One, new tech lines. We know we're going to get them, but I want to see them. And when they come, I want to see the tier 8 in there, and I want to see the legendary there as well, because that's the other thing this game really needs. It needs love. It needs a legendary tier rework. The way legendary tier is right now, because of the ships that are there, it doesn't work, right? You see how strong Des Moines is because it's the only heavy cruiser. We need more heavy cruisers up there. We need more ship variety up at legendary tier. And yes, introducing tier 8s does help with that, because now the campaign ships are going to kind of interact with them more and more often. But when was the last time you saw a tech tree campaign or a tech tree tier 8 up in those legendary matches? I feel like I rarely see the tech tree tier 8s. And I think that speaks to the quality of them or the economy of them. There is something inherent about our current situation with the tier 8s that is not providing the incentives to the player base to really go after them, whether that be the price is too high or whatnot. But overall, I feel like it's making for an unhealthy game overall as far as economy and player distribution goes. So I think we need a legendary tier/tier 8 rework from both an economy and ship balancing perspective, as long as in addition to just what is there. We need to see the rest of the tier 8s, and they need to do something, whether that be, giving them new modules, giving them an additional mod slot, adding more modules to the game. That's another thing that could really help shift up the meta of this game, is to just add new modules, make modules that are exciting, that make me want to not use concealment mod, that make me not want to use aiming system mod 1, that make me not want to use main battery mod. Give me new modules that make me want to choose something else. Give me a module that extends my sonar duration. Give me a module that extends my radar duration. Give me something so that, not every single ship is so easy of a cookie cutter build. Make me make tough choices. Make me feel bad for not picking one of 2 good choices. That's what I want from this game. And then my last kind of 2 things that I want to see. One, we need training rooms. One, just from a content creation perspective, this is a totally greedy self-ask of wanting training rooms for content creation. And yes, I'm sure people are excited for clans and whatnot, but I want training rooms so bad. There's some things I want to do in training rooms. There's some tests I want to run in training rooms. That is a place where we can learn. That is a place where, Wargaming could design a tutorial. I know, crazy. They could design a tutorial to have players understand what the difference between HE and AP is, and when AP ricochets or does what now. Like, there's a potential that training rooms really can help, and I want to see it because we need it. We absolutely need it. The last thing I want to see is the full-on mobile release, right? I want to see what happens to this community when we add the full-on mobile release. Right now, it's only available in Canada and the Philippines, and that is because I don't think they're too proud of the product at the moment, and by that I mean it needs more optimization, it needs more time in the metaphorical oven, and I want to see what happens. Right now, someone asked me, or over on my last stream, someone asked me, like, what do you think the average player base of this game is? And I ended up looking at my YouTube audience report just to help me determine that. And like, it's an even split between the 3 age brackets from 18 to like 45, which is a bit weird. It's a weird bracket to be in. It tells me the game health is a bit iffy. We don't have them young bloods coming in. I'd expect a couple more from the lower down ranks, and I'm wondering if having training room or having mobile release would help bring people into this game. But that's just something we'll have to wait and see. But guys, that is what I want to see from Wargaming in 2023. I know it's a bit of a list, but to go back over it, I want more variety, which is new maps. I want new modes. I want new ships, which really, that seems to be the holy trinity of this game, right? That's the 3 things. That's just more of what this game is, right? But then I also want to see the training rooms and more mobile in the mobile release. But what do you guys think the game needs? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.